Hi, this is Kaylin Lent, and I am recording my professional disposition video. The first professional disposition that I feel that I currently possess is that all students can learn. Part of my job as a special education teacher is to make sure that I set and support realistic and appropriate goals for my unique students. Even though all of my students are diagnosed with autism, they're all very different from each other. And it's important for myself and my classroom team to really honor this, to make sure that we are giving them the most appropriate and meaningful education. My classroom can be considered very individualized. If you were to walk in on a given day, you would probably see 6 different students doing 6 different things. If we are working in, one-to-one or small groups with our students, we are generally working on the basic academic, social, emotional, and behavioral skills that they need to kind of develop. And if we're doing whole group work, we are all doing the same activity, but we are supporting those individualized goals. So for example, I have a couple students who are just working on sitting and maintaining their attention to task. I have a couple of students who are working on just following a visual schedule of whatever activity we're doing. And I have a couple of students who are working on just verbally responding to what it is that we're learning about. So within that one activity, we are making sure that all of our students are covered for whatever individualized learning goal they have. I also feel that I possess a commitment to the profession. I genuinely care about my students' success. While they're with me, they tend to be in my classroom for 2 to 3 years. But also when they leave my classroom, they leave room 157 and, move on with their lives. My classroom team and I really work to teach the students greater independent skills, more appropriate social, emotional, and, coping skills for their behaviors. We really have high expectations for them, and we want to show the world what they can do. I believe that while I'm in my master's program for autism spectrum disorders, I'll be able to learn all of the strategies that will help me and help my classroom team be able to do so. One disposition I feel that I could work on is modeling integrity with my words and actions. So sometimes after I have a rough day in the classroom, I tend to kind of vent to my classroom team. Oh my gosh, Johnny today and Susie, oh my goodness, it was a stressful day. I don't do this out of anger. It's more of, holding these emotions in all day, and then when the kids leave, just kind of, oh my goodness, what a day we had. Basically, this is not appropriate. It's not fair for the students who are struggling during the day. Instead, I can, exhibit better leadership qualities by having a more goal-oriented mindset and a more problem-solving mindset. So instead of saying, oh my goodness, so-and-so today was really difficult, I can kind of say, all right, tomorrow let's try this. Instead of this, I think this went wrong. Let's do it this way tomorrow. I want to make sure that I'm modeling for my staff how to act appropriately when, we've had some challenging days. And I have to learn to better handle whatever challenging situation happened at home. This kind of ties into how professionals should behave. And essentially, I believe that professionals are models. We're models for our students in learning, right from wrong. We're models for our TAs and how to effectively teach our students. We're models for the students' families. And something that I think is kind of unique to the special education teacher is we're models for community members. We're not only teaching our students, but we're advocating for them. We have to model acceptance, and we're teaching other people about autism and how they perceive the world, and how sometimes the world for them is very scary. It's very challenging. So we have to show other people how to kind of make this life more manageable for them at times. I remember reading something from the NEA when I first started my autism journey, and it basically said that, we're not only supporting their academics, their participation, but we're supporting their belonging for a more inclusive community. So I feel that special education teachers this is their calling.